What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video here in the JT, the Monetization Squad channel. What's up, fam? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the JT's YouTube channel. First, some announcements before we get into the video. This is a big video. This is a huge announcement. This is a huge informational Navy boot camp video. Some crazy things are coming down the pipeline for you guys soon who are going off to Navy boot camp in the next couple months, the next year or two. Big changes. I want to welcome you both to the new Navy boot camp. Stay. Down. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Watch me. Good job. You have now passed the new Navy boot camp. But first, I have some announcements. Huge shout out to all my Patreon pledges and supporters, to the most recent ones, Diego and Bobby. Thank you so much for all the support, and everyone who supports my Patreon. Much appreciated. There is now also a new way to help support the channel. If you check the description below, you will be able to purchase some awesome military grade tactical freaking gear and equipment. The links to that equipment will be below. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into this video. So as a lot of you guys know, Navy boot camp is 8 weeks. It has been 8 weeks for a decent amount of time. I'm sure before that it was maybe like 13 and then they changed it to 8. Well, right now it is 8. Present day, ahora. During those 8 weeks, you do things like Marlin Spike, you do things like basic seamanship, damage control, get tear gassed, you take 3 tests, you go to Freedom Hall, you run your physical fitness assessment, you do your swim qual. All that stuff is in 2 months, in that 8 week period. Now, what I have been hearing from people that have recently been getting out of boot camp, I've also been hearing this through the pipeline, through my own connections that are people that are still in the Navy. Things are potentially about to be changing to where Navy boot camp is going to be 13 weeks. It's going to go from 8 to now 13. Why is that? A lot of you guys know there has been 17 sailors in the past couple months that have unfortunately lost their lives due to the collisions out at sea with the Fitzgerald and the McCain. Now, these collisions are due to not necessarily a lack of training, although it is a culmination of things: people being extremely sleep deprived, people being overworked, people being in watch-standing positions that are not fully qualified. Like I said, it's a culmination of things, and I guess a way that the big wigs, the higher ups in the Navy, want to combat this is by starting at the very bottom. That's how you fix a lot of things in the military, especially in the Navy. You know, they're not going to take blame for it up in the higher chain of command. It's not their fault. No, not at all. It's not your guys' fault at all. It's all our fault. It's all the E5s and E6s and below, the E4s, the E3s. So we're going to make your boot camp now 13 weeks. And what they're going to be doing is more damage control training, more basic seamanship, more Marlin Spike, more firefighting training. And they're going to extend that out an extra potentially 4 to 5 more weeks to get all that extra training in. Also, what I've heard is during the middle of the night, when you guys are sleeping, they might be waking you up more. They might be you know, doing a lot more things where you're getting woken up when you're dead asleep and have to go and do all this different types of training, which is going to simulate being woken up in the middle of the night on a ship if your ship was hit, like the McCain or the Fitzgerald. Now, what do I think of this? My personal opinion, I think, you know, there's no harm in getting all this extra training in. It's only going to help prepare the sailors that go out to the fleet. Help us be more prepared. Because in my experience when I went through boot camp, I really, you know, we tied a couple knots. We did some firefighting. But our hands were being held the whole time. I didn't feel like I would be able to actually go out there in the fleet and actually be comfortable doing that stuff. Although that wasn't really my rate, I was never I never had to get damage control qualified or do firefighting out in the fleet. It was not my that was not my job. But I think it is important that every single sailor on a ship should be comfortable in doing those types of duties in case a berthing is hit, filled with everyone that does, in case a DC berthing was struck and all the DCs are not available to help contain the seaworthiness of the ship. It's important that all the other sailors know how to do that stuff. So these extra 4 to 5 weeks in boot camp, 13 weeks, 3 months, that is a decent amount of time. I know other branches do have a 13-week boot camp. But if anything, that'll also get you guys prepared. It's also gonna get you more prepared when you're gonna go out on deployment for the first time. You're gonna be gone way more than 13 weeks. A deployment is not 1 month, or even 2 months, or even 13 weeks. A standard deployment in the fleet is, what is it, like minimum of like 6 months to 9 months, and they can even extend you more. My deployments were 9 months, and then I did a 6 month. So it's only gonna get you more prepared. It's only gonna get you more ready. I am totally behind all this if they actually go through with this. I'm sure this is not something that's gonna be implemented right away. You'll probably see this roll out in the next year or 2. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be wrapping up the video. Thank you so much for all the support. And to everyone who's been subscribing, we're about to hit 55,000 subscribers. We're ever closer to surpass the official US Navy YouTube channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've been grinding out the videos, brand new videos almost every day. Make sure you check out the description, the stuff below. A new way to help support the channel. Purchase some military tactical one-tack equipment. It will help your boy as well. And also it's some awesome freaking gear. Peace, my boy. I said it's my boy, Papa. I said it's my boy. Where's my boy, Papa? Are you being a waggy? What you doing? I'm being a good boy.
That's a great guy. Great, what are you thinking? Great, what are you doing? Great, what are you doing? Okay. Okay, pretty. You wanna play? You want to play?